Hello there, YouTube fans, here again. And now get ready for Friday the 13th, part 6. Friday the 13th, part 6. After the big success of the 5th Friday the 13th, that being Friday the 13th, part 5, A New Beginning, there was a lot of demand for the 6th one. But a lot of people didn't like the fact it didn't have Jason in it and it was dark. So they wanted to make this one a lot lighter, and they also wanted to resurrect Jason, which is the storyline. As I said, the tagline, Friday the 13th, part 6, Jason Lives. And what a date we're opening. You've got our third actor to play Trommer. You think you'd have seen him before? Well, think of the original Return of the Living Dead and Return of the Living Dead Part 2. He'd later play the role of Tommy. Well, before 1 year after the original Return of the Living Dead, I would say, he played Tommy. Little bits in there where so I feel sorry for Tommy because you've got Jason, right? He's buried, right? Buried. He's got maggots all over his fucking face and worms and everything else. And what does he do? They go and want to burn him. Him and his mate from the medical asylum. They go to burn him. And because of that, they accidentally resurrect him. And that's when Jason comes back on a killing spree. Now, we do know originally, remember the day I said in the 5th Friday the 13th, there was a little lad called Redzy. I forgot to say that in the 5th one. They originally was going to kill her and Redzy off, but happy to say they had a change of heart. Like I said with the ending of the 5th one, if it was up to me, I would have got rid of the ending where Tommy had the knife and the fucking Jason mask, because it definitely doesn't go with this. But it's a good film, you know, it's a foil one, it's a lot lighter, it's not as downbeat, in other words, not as fine in the nasty sense, even though there are some good death scenes in it. And let's not forget the song by Alex Cooper, you know, Poison Ivy. Is the man behind the mask. And don't you forget he's the man. I told I'm doing a shit job. But yep, Alex Cooper sang the theme to this, but made a damn good video. Again, there's a lot of deleted scenes in the film, and I think it's due. It's not as ethically cut as most of the other Friday the 13s. And in this one, I'm kind of happy because in this one, you don't have the PV shot, you know, the fucking the man hiding behind the buses, filming here, filming there, bickaboo and all that shit. You don't get it. And in this one, I don't think it was. I'm happy because I don't think it was as fucking needed. I don't think it was as needed. Because we know at this point Jason was the fucking killer. I mean, it wasn't your typical murder mystery now, we know. In all fairness, he wasn't the fucking killer. And I like this, he's got a few good gruesome deaths. There's a bit where he gets a copper and he cusses his fucking head. Beautiful. He's a lot stronger in this and he doesn't fuck around. I mean, he don't fuck around. And I dilute it. You know what I mean? You don't feel sorry a little bit for Tommy, even though he tossed it by resurrecting him. You get one cop, he's a bit of a dick, you know, he's the partner, and I think they're really picking on Tommy here. He's trying to do the right thing, and, you know, they changed the fucking name of Too Late, let the treat him like shit. You know, you got a few good deaths, Jason's ripping heads off and everything. I mean, he doesn't fuck around in this one. And you got one chop, let's not forget, with the laser gun. You shoot, you bang. I love it, and I love to see where Tommy gets the better of Jason. You know, Jason's going to go to the lake and he's going to attack fucking Tommy. You think Tommy's got it? He's got to doing it. And if you think this dude looks familiar, think of the TV series, the TV series. That was her. That a pretty looking dude, that era. I always remember the scene where she's on the chair, she's doing that, and she's rocking on the chair, and she falls on her ass. That's a funny scene. But yeah, you know, Jason tries to get him. He gets stuck on a fucking bar on this boat, and the boat drags him under and it sort of snaps his neck. You think he's dead until he comes back in the 7th Friday the 13th. But I like this one. Had a lot of humour in it, some of it dark, some of it's funny. I like the bit where the old guy says, "Some people have a changed sense of the sense of humour." And you got this couple doing it, and she says, "Have you finished already? It's end of the music." You know, I don't like him. So it was sad when he got killed, you know, the knife in the fucking head and everything. I remember the scene where he gets his tears, he's streaming, and Jason just whams a fucking head through a truck. No fucking about. Love it. I just love it. So yeah, that's the 6th Friday the 13th. it definitely was a proper film, and it definitely was good to see Jason come back. You know, was it really needed? But you know, the fifth one was more of a murder mystery again. In this one, it went more supernatural. Wasn't taken this serious, and in my eyes, it didn't need to be serious. At this point, I didn't think it needed to be. You know, it had this humour in it, and it was there. And it might be in one way, because there's a scene in it where you think Jason's going to kill a kid. You know what I think about that? But happy to say, it doesn't go that route. It doesn't go that fucking route. And I do love the lad where he says, when they're hiding under his bed, he's got a kid, right? Typical kid. And he says, I think we're going to be dead meat. And then later on in the film, he says it again, real dead meat. And his mate says, so what did you want to be? I love it. I love it. So yeah, the 6th Friday the 13th, damn good film. Check it out. Into them. See you later.